Love isn't always a fairy tale. If you've been in a relationship long enough, you know that conflict is inevitable. No matter how much you care about someone or how much you share in common, disagreements will happen. And when it does, it can feel like the world is crashing down. But here's the truth we often forget. Conflict in love can lead to growth. I know it doesn't always feel that way when you're in the middle of an argument, especially when emotions run high. In those moments, it's easy to think that maybe the relationship is doomed or that your partner isn't the right person for you. It's a natural reaction to conflict. But when you take a step back, you realize that conflict isn't something to avoid. It's something to work through, learn from, and even embrace. There's a quote by Marcus Aurelius that hits home. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. What this means is that the obstacles, the disagreements, the conflicts you face in a relationship are not there to tear you down. They're there to help you grow. Every challenge you face in love can be an opportunity to learn about yourself, your partner, and how to build a stronger connection. When you hit a rough patch with someone, it forces you to look deeper. You start asking yourself, why am I upset? What triggered me? Am I overreacting? It's in these moments of conflict that you get a chance to practice emotional control and resilience. Instead of letting frustration take over, you can choose to respond with patience and calm, which is exactly what Stoicism teaches. Life will never be free of conflict, but it's your reaction to it that shapes who you are. I've been in situations where things got heated, whether it was over something trivial or a deeper issue. And I'll admit, my first instinct wasn't always to stay calm and collected. I wanted to argue, to win, to make my point, which is not a solution. The key is not to view conflict as a threat, but as a test of your ability to stay grounded, to communicate effectively, and to practice empathy. One of the best things you can do when conflict arises is to pause. Give yourself a moment to think. Don't react impulsively. Ask yourself, what is within my control here? Seneca once said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. When emotions run high, your first instinct might be to react quickly, to defend yourself, or to escalate the argument. Seneca's advice on suffering in imagination reminds us that often the negative emotions we feel in the moment are not as real or as lasting as they seem.